everybody's doing okay. I can't complain. Don't do no good. Nobody wants to hear it. I'm here in Springfield, waiting on a couple court cases. 2 of them coming up next week. Oh, and 1 coming up at the end of the month. So, that's what I'm up to. What are y'all up to? It's kind of funny. This picture I used for this video was way back in 2017. What's up, Mr. Frankie? Missed you, man. Ho, 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 ho. Yo, Michelle, what's up? I'm having a hard time getting things started this morning. It's been raining most of the morning. It quit now. But it'll probably start back. Same shit. Yeah, pretty much. Except I'm getting more and more and more excited about the middle of the week. You know what I mean? I'm getting more and more excited about that. Hey, I gotta kind of keep an eye out too. I've got a Walmart delivery supposed to be coming. So I gotta kind of watch the phone here and shit and make sure I pay attention if they say that they're coming. It's supposed to be here somewhere between noon and 2. You never know when until it arrives. I still think that's some shit, you know. I can't go in the store myself. What do I do if my battery needs returned or anything like that? You know, they don't do that with their damn delivery service, just like they don't deliver propane bottle. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know when YouTube started that, but yeah, whoever makes the most comments, I guess, become number 1, and then number 2 and number 3, and they do it over an average, I think. Hang on, let's see. See what it tells me here. No, it just does it for each episode. You're number 1 and Frankie's number 2. And as people make comments and stuff, it normally changes, I think. Don't it, Frankie? You know more about it than I do. I don't know nothing about it. All of a sudden, it just started doing it. We was asking, what the hell's the crown about? I thought someone else had posted. I didn't know that it was done by YouTube. I won't argue with that, Frankie. Oh gosh, what a day, and it just started. I want to do my windows. I haven't quite decided what to put in them. Oh, watch me take the number 1 spot. Maybe not. Maybe. You would think that would have done it. Michelle's like, what the hell? He's trying to bump you out of number one. That's pretty cool. Damn, look. Will, Doug, where you at? You're missing it. Hey, One World, what's up? Oh, that was a good one, Michelle and Frankie. That was a good one. Watch One World beat both of you, come in number one. That'd be something, go from number 3 to number 1. Yeah, it's like playing. Like playing bingo. Okay. It was entertaining to me. I enjoyed it. Remind me of them drives down the interstate sometime. You'll see the one sign, and it'd be B, and then the next sign, sure, and the next sign, to, and the next sign, look, and then the next sign, at, on and on and on and on, and eventually it gets to what? But as soon as y'all started that, I thought of that. Oh, hey, Michelle, you hit the nail on the noggin. Laughter's the best medicine. Laughter's always been good. Oh, cute. Oh, Walmart's on their way, I think. Misty's on her way. Hang on. Oh, yeah. 5 minutes away. Hee-hee. We have to go out here and keep an eye for her. Aye. Hey. Damn. People pull up and just clean out their car. Why did they do that? I don't understand, people. They definitely don't live in the area, probably, and don't care what it looks like. Is that what they call them, spark drivers? No, honestly, I'd love to be able to go buy my own shit. But because I can't, and I pay a monthly service for this, I've got to use it. I like doing things for myself, you know. I mean, I know this is how people make money, and they get money to deliver. It's a job, and if we all didn't use delivery, then they wouldn't have a job, right? So, I mean, I understand. But it is what it is. Yo! You're earlier than 5 minutes.
I'm like, I think I just might be easier to go this way.
You grab that dog food bag out of the way first. That's going to be the worst. I'm just throwing the stuff over on the ground, believe it or not, for now. On the poster board. You can just set it by the dog food. It won't hurt nothing. Did you get your picture or whatever you needed?
Right now. All right, you have a good one.
I appreciate it. Here, I don't have cash, but I'd like to give you a little Jesus there.
Okay,
Thank you so much. You have a great day. Michael, yeah, it is. It is. It's doing pretty good. I just got my Walmart order in. I needed a bag of puppy chow and some poster board and paper towels. And like I say, I'd much rather be able to go pick up my own stuff. But you gotta do what you gotta do. At least I can get it. That's the whole thing. Like the other day when I ordered the shirts, at least I could get the shirts. Give me a sec, I can get this inside. Move, Lee. Move. Get out of that. You're worse than the puppies. I swear them dogs eat better than I do. Whew. Okay. I'm almost officially broke again. But the dog's got enough food to last to the first now. And I'll make do. Whew. So I'm happy. Whew. Shit, that's half the fun going, crop dusting. Yeah, you can't go there and crop dust either, you know? You know why farts stink? So deaf people can enjoy them. Where'd the Betty go? I can't believe they're not sitting there trying to get in the thing. Cool. Well, I'm wondering whether I should paint the windows or just put it in billboards with markers up in the window and take it in and out as it rains. Probably just marker, because it's only till the court thing. And I'm trying to find a good phone that's got a memory enough in it and all that I can video everything on, transfer all the files I want to take to the court on. I think I found one. I got to check it out. First, I forgot if it turn on. Hello. Oh, yeah, it turns on. Yo, Mr. Will. Hey, you missed it earlier, man. Michelle and Frankie had me going. They were fighting over position 1 and 2. It was funny. What? That ain't a wrong PIN number. Oh, that one is. Damn it. Nope, I'll be damned. Oh, almost forgot the PIN number to this one. Hey, damn it, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, let's see if this thing's got any memory on it left, I guess. I'd want the camera, if I'm not mistaken. Huh. Camera. Video. Storage is full, I figured that. I'll have to transfer some files and stuff, but I can use that. Hey, Mr. Greg, how you doing? Oh, it's not going too bad. I'm just sitting here waiting on Wednesday. Waiting on Wednesday. Ran a cook out first time 4-wheel. Damn. Well, I'm glad it went good. Hey, Will, did you see, you sent me that video clip about rebuilding Atlantis? I sent you a couple of things, a couple of clips from there with him and Julie B. Did you get them? Or have you seen your messages? That's why I questioned the whole place. Another Awesome Possum, except Awesome Possum actually charged you $600 a month and gave you electric and water. It'll be a cold day in hell before I go out and start spending all kind of money making gardens and buying this, that, and the other and whatnot for someone to just get pissed off at you at a whim and say, get the F off my property. Yeah. If you see the message, it'll be 2 TikTok clips from the rebuilding the last day. And watch them. She was building a tiny house. But I don't know. I wish him luck. I wish all of them luck. But a lot of times when it sounds too good to be true, it normally is. It's called Rebuilding Atlantis. You can see it on TikTok. He started a new YouTube, and I think he's building a website. It's a guy that's got 20 acres of land in Texas that tells people they can come live on his land for free. And it's just, I mean, it's like Quartzsite, Arizona in a way. There's nothing there. A couple miles from town, out in the middle of nowhere. No shade trees or nothing, you know, just like your prairie desert land type setting. No sewer, no water, no store, no electric, nothing. Bring your RV, bring your camper, your tent, your van, whatever. What's up, Doug? Now he does haul water and sell water, and it's pretty reasonable. It really is for what he charges for the water. I think it's very reasonable. And he'll rent you or sell you a water container, one of the big ones, you know. And I guess that's where he's probably making his money and all. I mean, I don't know the gist of it and all. He's wanting to build a community for when the world goes upside down, which hell, should have started 5 years ago. It's already went upside down. But yeah, that's what it's all about. Waiting on the rain. Damn, how did Doug get number 2 now? Whoa. What's going on here? Did you see what happened there, Frankie? Doug just screwed you. Damn. How you was trying to get Michelle. And now Doug come in and got you. Oh, no, Frankie, you're number 3. That's what I said, how that happened. What's up, Doug? You and Will missed it. We had Michelle and Frankie fighting for first and second crown, because nobody knows what the crowns are about. I'm thinking the most comments. So Frankie started doing, I am going to win number one, you know, different one-word posts. And then Michelle caught on and started doing it back. It was funny. You go back and watch it. It was kind of cute. But here come you in with just 1 or 2 comments, and you took over, you know, first place, I think, now. Damn, did Doug go to number 1? Damn! How did Doug go to number 1? Damn, I don't know how Doug did it, but he bumped both of you. They got you, Michelle, damn. Oh, shit. It can't be by comments. It's got to be by, it's got to be something other than comments. Doug repoed everybody's crown. Hey, back at you, Swiss. Hey, we're just me and my friends having fun, talking about getting these crowns. Hey, I don't know. I don't know how they rate the clowns. Let me see if I can find out. Well, it'll probably take me off his site. I don't want to do that. I got to find out. Or hey, Frankie, why don't you take a second and find out what these crowns mean and how you get 1, 2, 3, and 4. That would be the good thing to do. No shit, when you say you're broke, you got a pocket full of money. I know, you're not even, you haven't even gotten a crown or nothing, Will. Hang on. Over here, Doug is number 1, Michelle's number 2, One World is number 3, Frankie's number 4, Sad Tapar is number 5, and at Beta, B-A-D-I, is number 6. And Greg Tanner is number 7. So, I don't know. Most engaged is for the crowns. Hey, Ray. Cool. Yeah, I know you're on here more than Doug. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Is it the hearts, the smileys, the talking? I don't know what does it. Maybe Frankie's researching it. I don't know. He said something about the most interacting or whatever. I don't know. I would think all this one word conversation would be interaction. Purpose of crowns. Loyalty and support from the viewer. The highlight top amp or channel delivers during the live broadcast. Hey, look, Doug just got kicked. Doug got kicked. Doug got kicked. Oh. Yeah, I don't think it's fair either, Michelle. I don't think it's fair either, but I have no control over the crowns. No, I'm not interested in marriage. Thank you, though. How crowns work. Viewers may receive crowns based on their petition status. Frequent comments or membership crowns can. Well, it does encourage y'all to engage more, I'll tell you that. Best joke wins, there you go. Hang on, I'll tell you a joke if you want. You want I tell you a joke? Who wants me to tell a visual joke? Ouch! Ouch, One World! Ouch! That hurt! You just stabbed Will and poured salt into it. Well, I mean, you got to kind of visualize it in your mind, is what I mean by it's a visual joke. Bad Will, no crowns. Anyhow, you know where they, you know where they just build this new Alcatraz, Everglade Alcatraz or whatever it is. Okay. See, I've known of that place a long time. It's called Alligator Alley. And that is a true place, as you see now. But back in the day, they didn't have fences down, you know, keeping the alligators from crossing the highways, and they didn't have the tunnels where they can go underneath and all. Back in the day, you know, it was just a 2-lane highway through Alligator Alley and the swamps and whatnot, and miles and nothing but gators, swamp houses, swamps and shit. And all that part is true and still true. Well, other than the fences and what they've modernized, all that's still true. It will end your fluent. Oh, shit. No, Anyhow, this old boy's going across the Alligator Alley. He'd be bopping around, and all of a sudden, he run out of gas. And make things worse, as he's getting in the trunk to get his gas can out, it starts raining. And he don't realize it, but he's about 10 miles from the closest gas station. He takes off walking. He gets about 2 miles, 2.5 miles down the road, and he sees a swamp house over in the distance. And he's walking, you know, he sees a swamp buggy and all kinds of shit over there, and thought, well, maybe he could buy a gallon of gas off of them. And as he's getting off the 2-lane highway, walking through the swamp area, getting over to the swamp house, he got to thinking, what kind of people would live way the hell out here, you know? Miles from anyone, anything. and so by the time he gets over to the porch, he thought he'd be safe. And he set his gas can down on the porch, and he went around and he looked in through the dining room window, and sitting at the dining room table was this lady about 75 years old, and she had her breast in her hand going like this with him. And he's like, whoa, wait a minute. So sitting across from her must have been her old man, about the same age, you know, and he had his pecker out going like this, and a pitcher of water pouring over it. That was enough for him. He grabbed that gas can, and he didn't stop nowhere else until he got up to the gas station. This was back in the day, like I was saying, so they had full service back then. The kid come out to fill up the can, making conversation, asked him how far back he was stranded. And he said, at least 10 miles. And he said, well, why didn't you stop at a swamp house? Somebody give you a gallon of gas. And he proceeded to tell him how crazy them people was. And he says, what do you mean crazy? And he said, well, dude, lady sitting there at the table, had her breast out going like this. The guy had his pecker out going like this, pouring water over it. Where I come from, son, that's crazy. He said, no, that's Mabel and Ed, the deaf and dumb couple. She's saying, hun, go milk the cow, and he's telling her, fuck you, it's raining. Sorry about your phone. Burial at noon tomorrow. That might not be the top joke of the day, but, you know, it will give you a little chuckle. Battery line. Yeah, they come out with these new superchargers. They charge your phone in like 2 minutes, but they don't tell you how bad and how quick that's going to ruin the battery in that phone, and you're going to be replacing it, you know? They took his crown. Look, Frankie no longer have a crown. Doug is down to number 2. What happened to your crown, Frank? Who did they give your crown to? Oh, Michelle. Sad Doug and Michelle. Damn. Crown check. What was funny was Frankie started it. Frankie started it by trying to get Michelle's crown. That's what started everything and made everything so funny. And then, out of the blue, Doug comes in and takes it from both of them. That's what's funny about it. You too, Sad. Thank you for coming in and had taken the number 1 spot. No, but they only give the top 3 crowns. But unlike Will, they do mention you. You were number 8, I think. Hang on. Oh, now you're number 6. They don't even show Will on here at all. Ray is 7, Frankie's 5, One World's 4, Michelle's 3, Doug is 2, and Sad's still 1. Yep. I believe you, Doug. Greg's coming for it now. Be doggone. Damn YouTube. Hey, it beats the hell out of Facebook, man. It does. I'm sorry, but other than not seeing my few friends like y'all's post and my memories, I don't miss Facebook at all. I don't miss it at all. It's one of the best things that's happened to me. I don't miss it. Don't care what anybody talks about me on it or nothing, you know what I mean? It'd probably do me good to get rid of the YouTube and all social media. But that's not in my cards right now. But people are starting to get my phone number and catch it on that, hey, if I lose YouTube, the only other way you're going to keep in contact with me is by phone, because I ain't going to redo this shit. Bad Will, no crown donation. Will got my crown mission down. Yeah, Will, I don't know what you have to do to get them, Well, see, now that's interaction. You would think that would get you up there. Yeah. Man, I'm going to give you, I give you an E for effort and an E for excellent. You get 2 E's on it. Excellent effort, but that algorithm, it ain't buying it. It ain't buying it. But you know what? If it had a top 10 instead of a top 8, I bet you'd be on it. Yeah, I bet if it had a list of 10, he'd be on it. Don't feel bad. They just shortchanged us and gave us a list of 8, that's all. Oh, he missed a day or two of my lives. That's probably what it was. Maybe the algorithm thought you weren't a loyal fan. I don't know. Huh. Damn AI shit. You know, they used to say a computer is only as smart as the person that programmed it. I don't know whether to put my flags and stuff out today or what. It keeps threatening rain. Let's see if they drive off as soon as I look at them. They could be there for a Burger King order too. But yeah, they drive off as soon as they made eye contact with the car. Bye. Oh, goodness sakes. Why'd you get right where I'm sitting down, pup? All this area. That sounds about right. Man, I hope to be I hope to be in Georgia in August. A lot depends on what happens this week. A whole lot's going to depend on what happens this week. First and foremost, I got to find out how the courts are in Springfield. The only interaction I had with the court in Springfield was when the judge ordered the prosecutor to talk to me out in the hall for a minute before we came in front of him. And that was a great and good decision, you know, I mean, but that's the only interaction I've had with the court in Springfield. Wow. Woo, cooking some ribs. There you go. I had some real thin sliced beefsteak I bought a couple of days ago when I had Walmart deliver. When I was in Joplin, I think. The day I left Joplin, I mean, it's good, it's in the refrigerator. But I've been needing oil, butter, or something, you know, because I wanted to fry it up. And I just got my butter. Finally remembered to get it when I ordered Walmart today. So here for lunch, I'm going. If I had some onion, I'd saute them in the butter, you know, and make a steak and onion sandwich, but hoagie. But I don't have an onion. No, I'm in Springfield. No, I'm in Springfield. I come to Springfield yesterday. See, you missed all of yesterday. That's why I said we missed you. Yeah, I came. I'm back on High Street. 2 blocks down from the Walmart I'm suing. I walk up the street 2 blocks, go straight ahead, I'm at Walmart. I go to the left 1 block, I'm at Aldi's. But I didn't feel like walking up there today at all, these or nothing. So I said, you know what? I need some poster board, and there's a good way to get, and paper towels, and there's a good way to get it without walking. Call Walmart. Hey, Mr. Sean, how you doing? Well, that's about the same. Maybe a little bit more chance of rain than... yeah, about the same. Thank you. Right on, right on, right on, right on, right on. Listen to your heart. Listen to that tug. Yep, right on. That makes me happy to read that, my friend. Well, see, you're never alone, though. That's what you forget, man. You're never alone. You're not. You got to keep Yahshua in your heart, mind, and soul. You know, we're never alone. We feel alone and whatnot, but we're not alone. I couldn't quit smoking cigarettes and quit doing cocaine on my own. I know Yahshua was in my heart, in my soul, and you know I'll never be alone again, never. But I know what you're saying, so I don't know. I guess I'm used to fighting all my battles alone. You know what I mean? I've never had no one to help fight my battles or nothing. I've always so, but I don't feel alone anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I give all my stress and everything to God because I'm going to do the best I can to help fellow mankind and everything while I'm here on earth. And then I'm going to die. I'm either going to die a good person or a bad person. And you could die in the next minute. You could die in the next 20 years. Who knows? But that's why I say, everybody overthinks religion and everything way too much and everything, you know. The 10 Commandments is wrapped up in one thing, the golden rule. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. And just keep chugging along and helping one another. If we all gave up, see, that's the easy part. Well, that means you're getting closer and closer and closer to the divine power, the divine answer. You're getting closer and closer to the Father. You're getting closer and closer to the Spirit. See, the demons don't have to come after like my trolls. I hate to use them but you know, I will. They don't have to come after my trolls. They don't have to waste their time on my trolls or nothing. Because they're already headed where they're headed. They already serve who they serve and whatnot. But you, on the other hand, are seeking the spiritual Father and trying to let others know about the spiritual. You're becoming more and more and more a threat. The closer I become to the Father, the more I become a threat to the demons and stuff. Does that make sense? And that's why they try and attack me, whether it be with, food, loved ones, whatever. That's when the demons and stuff come after you. When you're making a difference, or you're on that borderline and whatnot. So you just got to remember that the demons come after you the most when you're doing the best. Okay, if you ain't doing the best and doing the thing right, them demons ain't got no reason to come for you. Okay, you're doing their job on their own. There's only 200 fallen angels, but I'm sure there's offspring, and they did all this working against you, and all them. But still, they ain't worried about people not seeking answers to truth and the Father. They're not worried about none of them, because they're already headed that way. They're after all the people that's trying to find the answers, going to church and this, that, and that. God, why can't I do this? God, why this? Why that? And He don't give us what we want, but He will give us what we need. If you totally trust in Him and live His word and all, you may not have a cupboard full of food and designer ice cream and stuff and whatnot, but He will make sure that you eat that day and you will have food. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's cool that way. It's just, but see, I'm just learning myself, so I don't know. This is the things I'm learning. Right on. I wished everybody would get a little Jesus. Hey, and if they're in Springfield today, and they come here by Glenstone and High, I'll give them a little Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh, and by the way, I'm so sorry I haven't mentioned. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need it federally legalized. And if you think like that and you're not on the petition, please go to 420gym.com. It's in the description of this video, and add your name to the petition and get at least one other person. And if you have signed it, hey, don't you think it's about time you get one more person to sign? Please, please, please. Let's get this up to 1,000 signatures before I leave Springfield. All this court at the end of the month. We could do it. If everybody that's on it right now got one person to do it, boom, we'd have 1,000. So, or close. So please get one more person to sign the petition as soon as possible. Oh, I hear you, Sean. It took me reading and studying, and I'm not kidding. The book of Enoch's what really turned everything for me. I always knew, just like I knew he was never on a spinning ball going through the, it just didn't set right with me. But after the book of Enoch, man, it opened my eyes and answered so many questions that was hidden from me. So now I know why that book was not in the Bible and stuff. But yeah, ever since then, like I said, you seen me, I got baptized last year. Yeah, there is no doubt in my heart, my mind, and my soul. And the only reason I'm sitting here today, that I still have the RV and all, is by the grace of the Son, the Father and the Son. Because without the Son, I couldn't get to the Father, So, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Greg. Yeah, everybody needs to sign and share that thing. Get one more friend to sign it. Get on their ass. Why haven't you signed it? Somebody ought to be 420 before long, because I know it hit 400. I was going to check it, but I didn't get a chance before I went on here. Hey, Frankie, what's the number on the petition? You still here? Are people trying to wait and be number 420, or is it getting close? Oh, okay, cool. I can see the trolls making up 20 different accounts so they could claim, I was 420. Oh. 410. Another 10. Hey, 10 more people. You can be 420. And even a hater would see that and sign so they could knock them. They could knock it off at 420. I'm happy with the numbers. They should be a whole lot more, but I am happy with them. And I'll have a lot more joy when I see 501, 502, 503. Because that tells me I'm halfway to that 1,000. Because they don't even advertise it. If you read on the change.org, petitions with 1,000 signatures are more apt to blah, blah, blah. They put them in the feed. And that's why I've always said the hardest thing is that first 1,000 signatures. Because it really don't even get put out in the feed or nothing until after 1,000 signatures. Rough. But you would think a good cause, and I thought this one's one, the 1,000 signatures would be nothing, Hell, a couple cities and a couple states, I should have that. Wrong. But it don't seem like I really started this journey this year yet. I was at the event, the 420 event, that basically got washed out, you might say, rained upon. Ended up staying there and doing the transmission, of course. Then I was at Doug's and redid the transmission. And then this happens here in Springfield. So maybe it's going to be that Walmart's going to start the mission out here in another month in a good way. Maybe I have cash to just drive to Florida with ease, Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have, but I haven't. Oh, I picked up 500 YouTube followers. I picked up, 100 or whatever signatures. It's just a real slow start. A lot of shit riding on Wednesday and Thursday. A whole lot riding on Wednesday and Thursday. Oh, well, not only that, John. Look, I was stuck with Facebook. Honestly, I should have done YouTube years ago. Oh, everything would have changed. Not saying it'd been legal, but yeah, I'm a dumbass for not using YouTube from the beginning. That I'll tell you. But I stayed with my friends and stuff on Facebook. You know how that was, and I kept my word all the way to the end. I didn't do nothing to get off Facebook. They threw me on, plain and simple. So I kept my word on it. But I should have started and did both of them. But see, that's to me, that's the good Lord working in my favor again. Because if Mark Zuckerberg over at Facebook hadn't have taken away the fact that he could save your videos, I would still be doing Facebook Lives and not even doing YouTubes. I mean, that's just the truth. What made me decide to start doing them on YouTube was YouTube saves them, and Facebook didn't want to, and they want to charge you, you get stories and whatnot. No. But see, had I stayed on Facebook and did the Facebook Lives, what happened here in Springfield, I wouldn't be able to see. And me getting kicked off of Facebook, I wouldn't be able to pull it up and put it in court. Unless I'd recorded it, off of Facebook. Because, see, I can't go back and show them anything. Anybody. I can't see anything that's happened over the last 5 years of that account or whatever. That's the only thing that hurts is all my photos, videos, and stuff like that are gone. And that just really sucks on the Facebook part. Other than that, I'm really not unhappy at all that I'm gone from there. It's actually been a big blessing. But the good Lord let me build up YouTube before that happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm as happy as can be. Would I like the Facebook back? Yeah. I don't like being told I can't be like any other person. But we'll see what happens in the next coming months. And heck, I know 2 of my little shorts have reached like 14,000 views and stuff like that. I don't know if and when people start making funds on it, but that would be kind of cool if I made any funding on it. But me personally, I wish Walmart would have settled and I could have got my ass on down the road. But it's more the principle. It's what, I'm supposed to just let them treat me like that and go down the road and 2 years from now start shopping at Walmart again and stuff? To me, it's all the principle. And I really, really, really hope the judge gives me the full amount. Can you imagine, like, okay, you see the following I got now? And I haven't even been really doing nothing about the Walmart. I'm going to starting tomorrow. I'm going to be doing these little shorts on YouTube. They call them shorts. Anywhere from 15 seconds to 3 minutes max. I'm going to start doing them about the Walmart thing in the court case and la-di-da. And I hope to pick up a bunch of people that's going to be interested in what happens there. And I hope I can show a good and just legal system in Missouri. That's what I hope to show. And we'll know that by what the verdict is. You know what I mean? I don't see any way, shape, or form as a defense in the first one. Other than they say we have the right to refuse service to anyone. No. That was discrimination. You accused me of handing pamphlets out. You accused, yeah. It should have never happened. Now the question is, will the judge think that's worth $5,000? I don't remember how much I sued the first Walmart for. I think it was 15. It was whatever the Georgia maximum was. I know it was above 5. I'm damn near positive it was above 5. Could have been 10. But even if it was 5, I didn't get the max. The judge come up with the figure of $2,500, which I was tickled with. That's what the judge figured going through that was worth, I guess. Well, to go through the second time, and like kind of double the bullshit and everything, I hope that the judge will award me $5,000, and then I'll just kick back to the 31st, knowing that I'll be awarded another $5,000 then too. Then I gotta wait a month to get it. Yeah, oh yeah, it'd be cool. But see, YouTube you can also make where people have to pay to subscribe and stuff. And no, I don't want to do that. I like it. It's free to subscribe and whatnot. I don't want people to have to subscribe to, I know that keeps the haters away or whatever. They're paying to hate you and what. But I'm not into that. Oh, goodness sakes. Oh, definitely. And I'm going to let them know about my case coming up at the end of the month, too, in case they don't know. And the trespass the day after, I'm going, hey, Your Honor, it's just... Hey, there's something in the water in Springfield. Isn't it kind of funny that I got charged with camping in public here in 16? And that's the picture where it says the buzzkill. I don't know where they came up with that title. It don't even fit it. It tells you I won. It said the case was dropped. Why would that be a buzzkill? So the title never made sense to me. Worst bud kills ever, 420 Jim Road. No, I was celebrating. What do you mean worst buzzkill ever? The worst buzzkill ever come from when they gave me the ticket for camping in public and all that shit. Not when I come back and kick their butt. But it does say in there that, the case was dropped. But I remember that. I got to chew out the city council and everything. But this problem isn't with them, or it isn't right now. If they keep trying to pursue, charge them with trespass, then I'd have trouble with the city and whatnot. Not really the police, because I don't know. We got to find out what the ticket was for. Was that for violating the one in Wichita, Kansas? It couldn't be a ticket for being trespassed there in Missouri, because I have to leave the property in order to come back and get a ticket. That's just the law. That I know. So, unless they want to maliciously try and prosecute me, I have no trouble with the police in the city. We'll see how it goes. But that video plainly states that I had permission to be back at Walmart's. I don't care if this Walmart didn't get the memo on it or anything. Nobody gave me a chance to explain. Well, now I've explained. I've even explained to the lawyer that don't give a shit. I put on YouTube. I've tried to bring it to the attention of corporate office by going to their town. Yeah, it's malicious prosecution if they don't drop it come the 17th. And that's what I'm waiting on. See, these two little lawsuits now, that's why I couldn't believe the lawyer wouldn't take the deal. That lawyer should have jumped on the $5,000 to drop everything, all three cases. That's why I said, there ain't no way in the hell that she told Walmart that was my agreement. I don't believe for 1 second that she told the people of Walmart that I was willing to not sue them over nothing. Because when they dragged me into court from this ticket on the 17th, which I have to show up, once I show up, game on. Let's go find an attorney. Let's go find an attorney. That's going to be a big one. I can't believe that they were too stupid not to take that deal. And I hope like hell. And it really don't matter. Even if I lose both of these, it don't matter the fact about the trespass case. And them doing that to me on the trespass. And giving me a ticket and ordering me to court and charging me a trespass. They can't change that. That's totally different than these two Missouri cases. So it'd be funny as hell if I get all three. Hell, I went live. They won't even let me. How'd you go live on TikTok? They don't let me go live on TikTok. It says I'm eligible, but they got to verify my age. And every time I do their stupid, but they want me to hook my credit card up to it. There's two ways to verify whether you can be on it. One is your ID or facial recognition, and the other is hook your credit card up to it. They won't be a charge, or there'd be a minimum charge, or some stupid thing like, I ain't hooking no damn credit card up to TikTok and do no damn live. But that's pretty good, though. If you make anything off of a couple-minute video, you know what I mean? I would think that'd be pretty good. Oh, shit. I've tried that sucker 50 times with the ID bullshit. No. It's a bunch of bullshit. It don't work. It was like that Mike Zuckerberg trick for 3.5 years with my driver's license, my social security card, and all that, the court order. Oh, they couldn't read the images. Bullshit liars. Oh, goodness sakes. Hell, I'm getting hungry. Now I'm thinking about where I can go to get an onion, Will. I'd have to walk all the way to Aldi's. Which is about 4 blocks, but or maybe 6 blocks tops. But I don't think I want to walk all the way there for an onion. Bummer. Onion. Oh, you got your badge back. You're number 3 again, Frankie. I am 66 years young. Ta-da! Actually, 66 and a half. Truth be told, I feel every year of it. But it's okay. Also, I'm very, 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 very blessed with my health. The good Lord's taking care of me, so. Lord knows I didn't take care of myself. Well, I guess since Facebook bans me from making an event and everything, I think what I'll do is just put in the windows, come join me at the courthouse, blah, blah, 16th, blah, blah, 17th, blah, blah, 31st. Right on. Well, you know me. I got them idiots that report every video I do on TikTok, so I don't make posts and do videos on TikTok. No, I'll be damned. Right on. So now you know how I feel, Will, and I do it a couple times a day. But now it comes kind of natural and whatnot, you know what I mean? But just think, over the years, and it's taken years to where it don't bother me to go live no more. I can't even have a filter or nothing. I say what I say, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. If I'm right, I throw it in the face. You know how I am. You've been here since 2017? Right on. I am everywhere. I ain't right now because I'm stuck in Springfield, Missouri, but I'll be traveling again soon. It's my real hopes that I kick their ass on Wednesday, and they want to talk settlement on Thursday or Wednesday after court of both of the Missouri cases, and or the Kansas case too, if useful. Yeah, well, like I say, I got used to it over the years, and it's just natural now. But still, it's hard to think of something to say, and what, you know, like you've heard everything there is to hear about me almost. Every once in a while, something will come out that you may not know or hadn't heard or whatnot. But you know what I mean. You've heard most of my jokes, most of my stories, most everything about me. But all the other people that join in, especially on YouTube and whatnot, have not. So to me, I don't know when to say, what to say, how to say, you know. So even a veteran like me, to it. Not a veteran as in I never served in the services. But being a veteran of someone that does lives, it's still awkward. It's still awkward. Sometimes it's more awkward than others, but it's still awkward. Oh, Lieutenant Dan got his lives back, I guess, because he went live today, and I watched his live for a few minutes this morning. So I think he got his live capabilities back. It won't last long, but oh, see, I agree with you on that statement about it's not always best to settle. And I leave everything in the good Lord's hands, because He hasn't steered me wrong, and He's not going to me. He's not going to. But when they made the offer, and I didn't want to be greedy, because He gives us what we need, not necessarily what we want. Sure, I wanted $5,000. Their first offer was $500, and I'm like, yeah, right. When they said $2,500, and I could get on down the road, I wouldn't have to wait a month, all this time and everything. Okay, that's not being greedy. And I tried to accept that. And they took the deal back. So I think that I'm supposed to take it on into trial, which is good for me. The judge may say $25. Judge may say $5,000. Don't know. As long as that gavel comes down in my favor, I'm happy and I proved the point. Do I want the $5,000? Yeah, and I think I deserve it. I went through a lot more humiliation, everything. Had to stick around to do the court case and all this other crap that shouldn't have to happen, because this shouldn't have happened. And they know that. They know what they did was wrong. They know accusing me of that sign saying soliciting is wrong. They know all this is wrong, but they don't give a shit. So when this happened in Georgia back in 22, how the judge come up with $2,500, I don't know. I was suing for whatever the max was at that time in Georgia. 5,000, 10,000, whatever it was. I just went in there and sued for the max. This time I went in there, the max was 5,000. If it was 10, I would have sued it for 10. I'm not going to lie, you always go in and sue for the max. And if the judge sees fit, he can order you from this to that, right? But I think 5,000 is very fair. They didn't learn the first time. Within a year, they put a trespass. They come back and apologize and lift the trespass and all, but they don't do none of the paperwork. And it was just by the good grace of the man above that I didn't go to jail and get my dogs and vehicle impounded. Where the hell would I be right now if that had happened? I didn't have the money to get the vehicle, or nothing out of jail or anything. And that could have been a catastrophe. But it could have happened. It was by the grace of God it didn't. That guy had such a hard on of me being on there and didn't want me to be on that property and stuff, and that throw me off. Why didn't he find out that I'd been trespassed like the kid did 4 days later or 2 days later, whatever it was? See, none of it makes no damn sense. The good Lord watched out for me. That devil tried to get me. And the good Lord watched out for me. Because I know how close I come to losing my dogs, my motorhome, and everything. And I want that judge and all them to understand that too. And the lawyer, she don't care to hear my story or nothing. She'll hear it in court. Walmart should have hired someone that would actually want to listen to me and everything. Because, I think a lot of that's wrong. Just like, why in the hell am I still trespassed? They're pissed because I'm suing them? That's no reason to keep someone from shopping at a store. They came in America and run down all the mom and pop stores and stuff and become the biggest chain here. And they can't pull that shit. That's discrimination. If I did something wrong or something, fine. Suing someone is not wrong. If you win, how's it wrong? If you lose, well, then you're going to pay, especially if they file a countersuit. What's up, Dougie Doug? Well, no. Well, see, I've got two $5,000 lawsuits in Springfield. One on the 16th, one on the 31st. Those are set. On the 17th, I got a criminal charge that extends from Kansas City, from Wichita, Kansas. That one hasn't even been filed. On the 17th, after I show up in court and get my court papers and stuff, that's going to be when I look for a lawyer and try and seek a $4.2 million lawsuit against them. I wouldn't make that kind of money. But, maliciously prosecuting me over this, or trying to maliciously prosecute me when they've had a whole month to drop it? Oh, hell no. So, these little small claim suits, that's the tip of their problem. But see, I don't know if this lawyer even mentioned anything about that. She told me she was there for the Missouri and Missouri only. She didn't care about the Kansas case. That's why I said, okay, I'll accept the $2,500. Let's do this. Then all of a sudden they didn't want to do it. It was off the table. Yeah. So, I hope the judge sees through all their bullshit, gives me at least $2,500. Yes, I'd be happy with that. But I think the judge should teach them a lesson they didn't learn the first time, and make it the $5,000 and be done with it. And then whatever happens on the 31st, I hope the same thing happens. The 17th is going to find me where I can get me a lawyer. They've had all this time and everything to drop it, to flat, dismiss the case the whole 9 yards. The only reason I had to stay around in town was for the criminal case. I could have went on about my way and done whatever I want, and if I didn't make it back for the lawsuit, oh well, I lost $35. You know what I mean? But the criminal case, no, I can't drive away from that. I have to be here to go to all these whatever for the criminal case. That's the whole reason I'm still in Springfield, or in this area, is for the criminal case. It's just cool that one of my lawsuits come up the day before the criminal case. That's pretty cool, I think. But we'll see what happens. Everything's in the good Lord's hands. And I'll tell you this too. Right on. I'll tell you this too. I've got two $5,000 small claim court cases that I was willing to say settled, and not file the lawsuit in Kansas. They didn't want that. They wanted to give me $500. Then they come up with the offer, and when I clarified it, $2,500 to just settle the ones in Missouri. She didn't give two shits about Kansas. It hadn't been filed or nothing. Not her monkey, not her problem. I wonder if Walmart knew the offer. They will know, I hope, after court, because I plan on telling the judge just that. So when she told me, no, we'll give you the 25, the offer's the 25, and you don't, what you do in the other state, we don't care. And I said yes to that. And then that's when 3 days later I learned that no, that offer wasn't no longer available or nothing. So, but every time she said she was going to call me, she never did. Lie after lie after lie I got from that lawyer's office. It's going to be a pleasure to go to court. And as long as we have still have a good justice system, I'm not worried about it. Like I say, I hope they give me the max. Even the trespass, they're going to have to prove that. They can't just. I don't even know. There's two kinds of trespass I looked up. One can have jail time. The other one is just a fine. Which one is mine? It don't say. And I guess it won't say until I get to court. But if it involves any type of jail time, I'm going to demand a jury trial, just like the camping in public. I demanded a jury trial. But I'm going to demand a trial on it and everything because they told me I could come back to Walmart. What the hell's this kid out there looking at my plate while I'm out there sleeping, evidently? I don't even know when he came out and why? Security, nobody had problem with me. I hadn't been in the store. It wasn't even open that morning. Why in the hell do you even do that? Is it because I sued the Walmart down the street? Filed the suit? Could be. But why didn't that store find out about that trespass and everything? So it's going to be, if the judge will hear my whole story and let me tell, and see, I don't know if you've seen, if you go to my YouTube, you said you subscribe, go down the lives, and you go back, it's a little way back. This happened three and a half weeks ago or whatever. I went live during it. And then right after that, in my lives, there's a video of me going in the store and asking them why they're accusing me of soliciting. And the manager tells me that it was a week before and somebody was putting flyers on the door handles or some bullshit. Which, hey, that's not me, come look what I'm driving, Well, he get whatever he said, no problem then. And tells me he has no problem with me being there until dark. 10 minutes later, the police are throwing me off the property. And he never came out and said that I could be there that evening, nothing, Yeah, I hope they all come to court. But I've got that video, it's on YouTube. The one about trespassing. The first one, if you go down the line, the first one you'll see is me shopping. And I'm wearing my cannabis jacket and stuff. And I'm going around Walmart. Boring video. But I'm going into the Walmart that I had been trespassed from the day or the day before that. And it's a video finding out if I could go back to the same store or not. They had a big problem when I walked in there with a pot hat and a pot shirt on. Because when the one guy called, whoever, he got a pot hat and a pot shirt. So I made it a point. Kansas City, Missouri said that they trespassed me. The next day, I've got on a recording, which is on my YouTube. I played it for the people when I did one of the lives. And the lady plainly states that they're sorry it happened and they lift the trespass. I could go to any store I wanted to. I could go back to the one that he was at. I think his name was James, I don't know. Or I could come to the one she was at. And I'm like, so I can tell on my social media that I can go to any one. Yes, sir, blah, 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 blah. So how the hell am I trespassed? How the hell do I got a ticket? How the hell am I in court? Malicious prosecution. Ordering me to go down to that courthouse and answer his charge is not just trying to prosecute, it's maliciously doing it. Because Walmart knows damn well they lifted the trespass and stuff, and that there's no reason in the world that I should have to go down to the courthouse. I was there in Bentonville, and not one person from their whole damn office would come down and talk to me about the trespass thing. And I'm a Walmart customer. Why the hell was I trespassing? Y'all lifted it. How the hell are you still trying to prosecute me for something that you lifted? The tapes there are going to prove it. The video of me shopping in your store the very next day and refusing to give the lady a receipt on the way out. All that's going to prove the fact that they lifted the trespass, or they set me up. When they give me a 24-hour pass? It's going to be interesting. That I know. Like I say, I hope the judge lets me tell that story and all. But the trespass one ain't until the second one. That's on well, no, that's actually the Kansas. The first lawsuit is over the slander. I mean, yeah, they can tell you to leave and kick you off the property, but that's discrimination. So slander and discrimination is what the first suit I'm going on. Slander and discrimination is the third one too. The second one hasn't been filed, and that's going to be, malicious prosecution and slander and discrimination. But I'll let that one be handled by a British attorney register, a member of the Bar Association. Get more money that way. Well, hey, anything else anybody like to talk about before I get out of here? I'm about ready to get out of here and make some lunch and stuff. I still got videos to transfer and signs to make. And hey, if you're in the Springfield area or know anybody in the Springfield area, I have court on the 16th. You'll have to watch tomorrow's videos to see the time and the court date. Well, it'll all be wrote down on the signs I put in the window. Because off the top of my head, I don't remember. I think it's 1:30 in the afternoon. And I don't remember the courtroom and all. But small claims on the 16th, 420 Jim versus Walmart. Criminal docket the very next day on the 17th, Walmart or the state versus 420 Jim. I don't see how they do that. State can't be a victim. But it is what it is. I would think Walmart wouldn't want me to go to court in case they did give me a fine or something. You know how much worse that's going to make it for Walmart if that happens? For me to go to court and get convicted on something that they told me that they had taken back? Yeah. Well, my friends, let me get out of here. I'm going to make some lunch. I don't think I'm going to put signs out today or whatnot. Looks like we're going to get rain on and off all day long. I'll catch y'all 7 o'clock, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Until then, my friends, it's always been peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs love you, I love you, Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful day, and we hope to catch you later. Peace.